I'm back, and today I want to talk about Elain and Lucien and why I ship them like I do. First off, I love Lucien. I love Lucien so much. Okay, he is one of my favorites. From the moment we met him in the first book, I was like, this character is hot. He's hot. He's funny. He's saying the things that you want a guy to say. Like the whole like, you know, if I offer you the moon on a string, would you offer me a kiss or something like that? Like that line, I was like, and then to have Tamlin be like, don't flirt with her, Lucien, because he knew that Lucien would just take Feyre away, right? Because he's got it, man. That man's got it, okay? I love that about him. I love that he's playful, he's flirty, but it seems like whenever he's with people that he really actually likes, like whenever he is around Elain, he holds that part of himself back a little bit, you know, like, I feel like if he turned that on to Elain, she would be like, and really enjoy it, because no man, like Rhysand, he's a flirt, Cassian, he's flirty, but no man that I have seen can match Lucien, okay, as far as like the flirtiness of him. It just, perfection. And I need to see that, right? For me, I need to see it put into action, and I need it to not just be jokes. Like with Feyre, it was joking around and stuff. With Elain, those flirts, I feel like they would just hit so much harder, okay? So he's like this suave personality. Like he's just, I don't even have words for Lucien. Then this can mean absolutely nothing, but the symbolism that Sarah J. Maas puts behind their names, right? Both of them meaning light. We have her name that could mean fawn. We have that he's called a fox, right? So like I love that symbolism between them, right? That she is the sweet doe and then he's the cunning fox. And just like that imagery that it brings, and it's just very, very cute in my opinion. And again, that the names can mean nothing because we know that Lucien was supposed to originally be with Nesta, and then she changed things, right? And Sarah J. Maas is always changing things, so that's why I say like none of us know where Sarah J. Maas is gonna go with this. Like Sarah J. Maas didn't even know where she was gonna go with it, so she could change her mind at any point in time. She maybe was like, you know what, Elain and Az, and then she could have switched and said, you know what, no, Elain and Lucien. Or she could have sat there and said Elain and Lucien and then went, nah, maybe Elain and Az, right? So she could change it. She could change her mind. Nothing is set in stone. I'm just saying that this is why I like them together based upon what Sarah J. Maas has given us, okay? Somebody else had pointed out that inside of A Court of Silver Flames, Elain ends up wearing the colors for the Day Court. And I didn't notice that initially, right? And not only is she wearing the colors of the Day Court, she is said to be like in good health, glowing, wearing these colors. And that is kind of how the people of the Day Court, when they are wearing their colors, are told to be looking, right? So it's just interesting that Sarah J. Maas did that. And it was something that, again, I didn't pick up on, but other people did. So I really like that when it was brought to my attention. I also like that Lucien isn't crossing Elain's boundaries, right? Like so many people get mad because Lucien needs to respect Elain's boundaries, and then also they get mad because he's never around Elain. You can't have it both ways. Like he's keeping away to respect her boundaries. So, and I personally like that. I like that he's giving her time to figure it out. Like he's making himself be present on occasions and stuff like that, just to like be like, I'm here, like if you want to give it a try. And when she doesn't, he leaves, right? I think that is very big of him. I think that's very noble of him not to push this on her, but to let her sit there and figure it out for herself. Well, he also is trying to process this. Like so many people think like he must be so happy to have a mate. He's processing this too. He is confused because he thought his mate was Jasminda. It just didn't snap into place yet. So he's feeling the way that he's feeling right now about the situation as well. He's doing the best that he can. And so is Elain. I think my biggest selling points for them is one, the cauldron scene. The fact that, you know, he was fighting back against it. As soon as he seen them grab her, he was trying to get to her. They had to like put him in the cuffs and stuff like that as well. He broke through those just to get to her, to make sure she was covered up and she wasn't going to be embarrassed any further than what she already was. He protected her from a new wave of water that came from the cauldron when Nesta came out of it. I don't know, I thought that scene just really showed his determination to be with her and protect her, and that was before the bond even snapped into place. And it was kind of like Nesta and Cassian, where Cassian was trying to crawl towards Nesta during that scene, even though his wings had been shredded. The second biggest thing for me is whenever Elain is inside of the, I don't know, that state she was in, well, I guess two parts of it. One is he was attracted to her, yes, but he wasn't focused on only his attraction. He was focused on, she doesn't look like she's eating enough. Do you need anything? Would you like a scone? Would you like something to drink? All of that stuff. He's like, she needs to get outside. She needs that fresh air. And so he knew she needed all of these things. So I thought that was really romantic, that even though he's having this mate instinct trying to ride through him, he is fighting against it because he's concerned and worried for her. But while she was in this state, we were told that she hadn't left her room, she hasn't ate, she hasn't drank, she hardly sleeps, and just stuff like that. And then as soon as Lucien appears, we see her come out of her room. We see that she starts sleeping again. We see that she's going now outside. We see that she's leaving her room without anybody getting her to. She's having conversations with people, because she really wasn't talking to people. When she did, it was just a lot of ramblings because of the visions. But she's able to start having conversations with people again. And all of these things, she's again eating, sleeping, drinking things, all of it. And it all happens after he comes. And I personally was like, that's interesting, because she had been there for months with Azriel, for example, and the others, and nothing changed. But the day that he shows up, the next morning, she's out and about again. And she's starting to eat. She's starting to drink. She's starting to sleep. She's starting to be able to talk to people and have conversation. And then we see where Elain, at the end of Aquor, she ends up asking Lucien to come back and visit the Night Court, right? And then after that, she never sends back that invitation. So even though in a moment of anger, when she was talking to Feyre and she was like, and I owe him, or he's owed this of me, my affection, my whatever, and she's like, I don't want a mate, I don't want a male. And Feyre's noting that, like, yeah, because she wants a human man, she wants Grayson, telling us that she's still mourning this previous life. And so all of this is going on, and Elain speaks in anger, and she says this, but she has never rejected Lucien, right? And she could. Everybody's told Elain that she could reject this bond. Elain knows that she can reject the bond, but she hasn't, right? So I don't know. I just think that this is just a big thing for us. One, just that she invited Lucien and then never revoked it. And then even though she spoke in anger, she still has yet to reject that mating bond. So to me, this is showing me that there is something going on with Elain that is just beyond her wanting, like, a lot of it is just about her wanting to make that choice for herself. But we're not seeing that internal struggle of her fighting this attraction, this pull, and whatever else she is feeling towards Lucien. And I am very curious to see what all it is that she feels towards him that isn't just the mate bond. But I could go on and on about this for days for Elain and Lucien, because I just really like them. I'm gonna end it here though, because we are at 9 minutes, so I'm gonna end it here. And it's okay, again, if people don't agree with me. This isn't gonna be everybody's favorite ship. I'm just stating why I like them. It is okay if other people don't like them, but I'm not going to argue with anybody in the comment sections, because I like these two. Have a good day.